What's happening, guys? My name is Benji and welcome to the short video of Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris. Now in this video I'm just going to be going over a few things that I've recently learned and some tips that I think will help you, so yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to go through is the fact that you can actually upgrade your passive skills. Now as you can see here, I'm about to jump into my skill tree section and show you, so I'm going to select, I think it's Astral Training here. Yeah, there is Astral Training, and you can actually open up a sub-menu which then you can just start applying skill points to add extra effects. I had no idea this was a thing. My friend James actually figured this out, so credit goes to him. So you can actually really kind of buff your character up a lot better. I mean, as you can see there, from one buff I got 3 buffs and 2 debuffs, which is absolutely fine. Like, it depends on your build, so you can actually perfect it, but I quite like that. I had no idea. I completed the whole game through the whole thing just using the sub-standard buffs, which is a bit sad, but oh well. The second thing I want to cover is the fact that you can actually change the time of how things pass during the tactical menu. Now I don't mean when you're pressing L1 to control your partner or to switch partners. I mean when you're in the combat and you press the touchpad and you can, as you see here, it's moving about and going to different characters. Now the dial on the left, as you can see, is now going up to 100%, so everything's moving in real game time. And you can slow it right down to 0%, so you can really, if you're kind of in a jam, think about what's going on. And it shows you everything still of who's targeting what, and you can then go through and do all your skills. But I didn't know that. I think that's quite useful, especially for single player when you're going against the divine beasts. So you can tell everyone to get their shit together and to go ham. The third thing I want to go through is the fact that if you time your dodge properly after being knocked in the air by an enemy, you can actually do a quick, large dodge back. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a dash backwards. So you're about to see now my guy's going to get thrown in the air like a wet napkin. Maybe not right here, but in a few seconds. Here we go. So Fortress Fire is going off, and here goes Benji. There he goes. So, and then if you time it right, you can just zip back, which I thought was actually quite interesting. Now the fourth thing I want to go through is Ascension Points. Now I remember back in the early game when I was playing this, I didn't know what they were. I kept getting a little message pop up saying Ascension Point gained, and I had no idea what it is, but I saw this lady hiding behind a carriage. Now when you talk to her, you don't actually get any options, but you can use your Ascension Points to buy incarnations from them. Now I don't know if the more you buy, the better they get. This is the only second one I'm buying, but that is actually a reason to use incarnations, because you get points, and I'm wondering if eventually you get like a super rare one, or you get a piece of equipment. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely worth going through. The fifth thing I want to talk about is how you can put custom equipment onto each of your buffs. Now as you can see here, I've just selected a buff and it's allowing me to put specific armors, accessories onto this actual buff. Now I don't know how this would be useful. I mean, I haven't used it before, but it will show you in a second that when I go into it, so when I start fighting and I use the buff, my HP will drop from its regular 47,000 odd to about 19,000 through my accessory and armor changes. So you see that I've got 18,000 HP now, and it should be around about 40,000. So I guess that could be to do with, like, if you're making sure you want to really kind of buff up because the big attacks coming, you just, you go increase defense, and you really increase your health and your defense armor and equipment. But apart from that, I haven't used it, and I don't really find it necessary, but that's just me. The sixth thing I want to show you guys, a little tip I came up with, is when I want to try and find an EX skill statue or a sacred arts, is if you go into your world map and then check the left hand side, you see that I have 3 statues. On the map, if you count them, I have 4. So I now know that one of the statues is actually a power up. So then you just hunt the statue down. You do have to go to each one of them. I do think it's a thing of they don't actually have a name underneath them, but that is just a theory, I guess. But yeah, I will run to the statue. I'll get it, and yeah, that's how I find them. Now the last thing I want to go through is AI partners. Now a lot of the normal AI partners like Alice or us and other are quite useless. They kind of stand around, don't really do much. They'll pop the odd skill, even if you put them and say, you know, I want you to heal, they'll be very neglected or very kind of shit, basically, at healing. However, if you look at Celesta, which is my friend's avatar, now my theory is that the more you use that character, the more they actually kind of know how to play. You almost have to train the AI. I haven't actually done it before, but I can only kind of gather that because obviously where he plays as that character all the time, it knows is how to fight, and it does what he usually does. It pops the skills. He's usually quite aggressive. Yeah, but that's my thought on that. Don't know if that's true or not. It could be completely wrong, but that's what I think anyway. Anyway, I want to say thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe for more content in the future, please do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.